Binds to 2.
Oh. Oh, I did it off the wrong buff.
What?
Oh, I tactician bubble binds debuff and not I used the wrong timer.
Spread first.
It's an Icarus now, Thomas.
I actually Icarus before that now.
In and outs. It is in first. East-west safe. Go.
That's so funny. They're just like, woo!
Yep. Now we got Angry Seas, which is the east-west split instead. Spread first. Stack. And Turner, you have to cross, but not from there. The bubble over here is the one you use.
Oh shit!
Because that one kills you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always the one that's right up against the line. And away from the other two rocks.
I forgot about the bubble.
Oh,
The bubble. Gotta go on a journey.
My bubble, my bubble.
Turner, do you have a dead road trip?
Hmm?
You went. Did you have a dead road trip? You took the bubble mobile.
What?
There's a modern SpongeBob episode where they all drive bubbles, so I was asking if you had a dead road trip.
Oh. I haven't. I was not aware of that. I only know of the invisible boatmobile and the. What did they end up? What was the actual name of the the Krabby Patty that he drove that he was allowed to drive because he was a fry cook even though he didn't have a license?
The patio mobile?
Wow, they really dug deep.
Binds to 1.
Sorry, I didn't want to say hi, Rev.
I don't know. I'm not even watching what's going on.
I literally teleported away as soon as my bubble burst.
Stack first. No. What? Why are you crossing, Turner? Melee crosses.
What killed them?
Thomas got bubbled, and then I got hit by 2 AoEs.
Yeah, there's reassign shenanigans.
Oh, okay. So that's just the cross is just. Yeah, I'm ranged. Yeah.
You have to think like you're at Black Mage. You don't want to have to do more than you have to. Because that's basically why it's melee cross.
Okay.
You'd have to be lazy.
Yeah.
You can just stay there and task without using any ammo.
I feel when it's not a caster anymore.
So, micro always crosses, basically?
For this, if it's tied to spread, I do. And then, yeah,
Okay.
I always trust.
Yeah, it's always the melee that cross. There's always a cross that has to happen, and it's always the melee that does it.
Yep, so like with this stat, if it's stat first, I'll rotate it in the corner, and then I just keep moving across.
Bind
So
to
I
the wall.
stay in that corner?
If
Yeah, you
it's-
stay
if
in
the
whatever
bubbles are
quadrant
safe.
you started in.
Okay. Okay.
Binds to 1, you said?
Yep.
I confused
I got
myself.
Thomas.
Get Turner. If it will fucking go. There we go.
At least it reassigned correctly. Because it would just put me in Euro. Stat into spread. Turner has no spread.
You did not go far enough out with me, Turner.
There
Remember
was
the-
the third one has to.
Right,
He's-
but the third one was half overlapped on the inside.
Oh, it was?
My third one was out, yours wasn't.
Oh, okay. I got micro.
I got Riv.
It's out. It's out. Out.
All right,
Yeah,
now we're
well-
on the races.
Yep.
Why does it have to be a dropsy wall? Why can't it just be a death wall?
Right. RNG between 0 and 3 seconds until you die.
Why make us sit there?
Who's
That's
saying
kind of how
about
I
what
feel
you did?
about kind of how I feel about like Hybernova and stuff. It's like, why does this give a dot if it's just gonna kill me anyway? They're just being weird about it. Are you ready
Sorry.
or?
There's just...
Like,
I will say
that's
so-
the ready line, so I'm like they're not in the ready line, so
I was driving a Drent and forward in my module.
I was taking a sip of tea.
I have to say, I'm enjoying this boss a lot more than the first one of that last one.
don't set the bar too high there.
Like, I think I would prefer a hole in the head over the first boss of Rokon.
Turner, that's not a high bar for you.
That's also true.
Not one that I would use for weird sex things.
Binds to 1 again. Next, giving us the same RNG. Well, at least I have hollowed.
Sorry, damn. I just said. Wait, was it turned in the middle?
The boss was turned, yeah.
I mean the thing that determines the safe spots. Like, was it?
Oh, I don't know.
Face
I
in.
was bubble, so I didn't look. You'll have to check a recording. It is.
It's gonna be stack.
In and out is in first. Go ahead and just thrift my burst like a motherfucker.
It's weird that Roar summons these things. Like, you think it'd like scare them away?
Yeah, I don't know. North
It
south.
might be a
save.
maiden troll.
It is north south. Nope. Or what?
Head out, Rev.
I got
There
turned.
was something fucky with that snapshot because that thing was like all the way gone when I moved, and it still hit me. Very confused. Well, thankfully we've got time to recover. I'll just go real quick.
We're so good.
Just stack first.
Wrong side, Turner.
Oh, fuck. Well,
Yeah.
I was backwards because of the res.
The boss was south, yeah, and the boss is also faced south instead of north, like it usually is,
Mm.
because of me being dead. Yeah, that was a really weird snapshot. Like the orange appeared and disappeared before I moved, and it counted me as in the line. I'm not really sure.
Same thing as what got you in that Send It Boston Savage, that one, Paul?
Just like my characters in the future.
Oh, you didn't have the Enigma Codex.
Yeah.
How's Dawn Trail?
You know,
No,
it's
no,
not
he-
too
he
bad
doesn't-
so far.
He
There's a
doesn't get
lot
to
of
be that far in the future.
there's a lot of Bob Ross cosplays.
Excuse me, the game isn't gonna make it till then because it's gonna be dead.
Oh right, I forgot.
If I know anything from YouTube,
I forgot the game's dead. That's my bad.
Yeah.
the game is dead.
Yeah, I only see free ever players right now. What a dead name.
Man, the Divine Veil timings, these are so fucking weird. Binds to 1 again. I have to catch a micro.
Whenever you say that, you always make me think I'm out of position.
I kind of thought so too. I was like, okay, so she's dead, or he has to hallowed.
Stack first. Oh.
I got Riv.
I moved the wrong way on one of my movements.
Oh, okay. So we were just probably a
We were
step
too
too
close.
close then.
Yeah.
We're still fine. Case supremacy.
But a J died.
Out first.
Oh, okay, that snapshot's sooner than I
Get the
thought.
very late snapshot on the waves.
Those assholes.
I got Turner.
And I have the last raise. And Turner doesn't even have a spread, so that's actually it's fine. East-west safe. Nope. I actually moved
I'm
too far past my end. Oh. Well, I'm not responsible for Thomas. I'm not sure what happened to him. But I only have one raise, so I'm just gonna...
I ran to the wrong one anyway. So me and Thomas probably just got backwards.
I think mine actually was pointed at you, although...
But also I was a
I'm
bind and
gonna
mine wasn't
check
and mine wasn't a bubble.
I'm confused.
We probably
I'm
just
gonna
went to the
check
wrong
that.
ones, Thomas.
I
Did you
was
go
a
to a-
bubble, so
You
I
should have been
to
at
D.
D.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and you
Yeah, I
went to
should
the
have
wrong
been
one.
at D.
Rip.
Which, if it was done correctly, your misposition one wouldn't have caused a wipe because the bubble would have been launched.
See, I know the problem here. This is a heterosexual debuff, and you guys just... you guys just can't handle that. And that's why I'm not having any trouble with that particular part.
Well, then why am I not having trouble with it?
I don't know. Maybe you flex.
Hmm,
Are you sure you're gay?
I'm pretty sure.
I've done it right like 7 times in a row. Don't give me that. If I'm not mistaken, someone else fucked it up last time that wasn't a homo, so fuck you.
It wasn't the ad that I fucked up, though. It was the AoEs around it.
You still fucked it, bitch.
Fucked it like a bitch!
We can never say this with Barry around though. It's so nice.
I know, it's so nice having me here, right?
My stream! All my viewers!
What, his 2 viewers? One of them is probably himself?
One is a
Mine's-
bot. The
mine's
other's
the
is...
one.
Finds the one.
Finds the one.
Mine's still one.
Runs to one. This time I need to touch a riv.
It's through.
Hey, Turner.
Get away from me.
I knew it.
See, Turner's not gay.
There's nothing that hates gay people more than another gay person. Except maybe a Texan.
Pretty much.
Judson
But-
Turner's a Texan day.
It's
Spread first.
Spread first.
Oh god.
Oh, you started crossing again? But, all right, let's just... Oh, yeah.
I got Turner.
Thank you.
So you come to me for that?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm always the one that crosses. Whatever quadrant you start in is the quadrant
We
you
need
end
a
in.
swap.
DPS
Auto
swap.
with Riv.
It is in. Saw that coming. Yes. My Divine Veil went out late. I'm trying to use it super early for later timing reasons. East-west safe. Or you're the other one on this side. Alright. Holy
That is
shit!
hilarious.
The mechanic does look pretty funny.
It is. It is quite funny.
East-west split.
Yep. The stack first. Come in for heals, Turner.
Oh, yeah.
This shit just never stops hurting. Okay, we're staying on this side. I'm getting the middle one. Turner, you're getting the south one.
I'm just going out to be safe.
Yeah. It's over here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bubble disappears.
Yep. I did mention that last time, but to be fair, you were kind of dead. Yeah, you have to go into it super early because it disappears for some fucking reason.
So how do we know which one is?
So you look for the two rocks, and you look for a bubble that's where a third rock would be, roughly. If it was like you were forming a line of three. Because the two rocks will... When those two rocks move over, they'll blow up anything near them, including you if you're in a bubble that was near them. So you have to take a bubble that's not near those two rocks.
Okay, so I look for the two rocks, which are the like icy looking things.
Yeah. And if there's like, say, I don't know what the pattern was on that one, but like if it was that like Delta and 3 were roughly where the rocks were, you would have to take a bubble that's up near 4, which is like the northwest.
Okay.
And unfortunately, it doesn't let you dawdle because it deletes the bubble like 3 seconds before anything actually starts moving. Because fuck you, I guess.
Yeah, so you need to make sure you use those blades.
And then if it's not on your side, you still have to look because whichever spot is being taken by the range who's crossing is the spot that you need to go to the opposite end on your end. It's like if the range on the other side's crossing on the north side, you have to be on the south one.
And then I'm assuming as melee, I'll always be taking the middle one, unless...
Yep.
Okay, so the crossing one to never be in middle?
Correct. The crossing one's only ever north or south. Binds to 2. Holy shit. Different RNG.
Oh,
I got her. Oh, you're far. Good God.
Alright, the debuffs are still good. Stack first.
I did not even see it resolve because I had no debuff.
Yep. In burst. East-west. Hey. Attacks first.
Yes, Thomas, you will be trusting himself.
Yep. And Kerner's dead because he didn't get any of the heals. I can raise him on the tower, I think. Oh, almost.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Alright, this is literally a repeat of the first mechanic. In every single way. Binds to 1.
I'll LB once I'm in my spot.
Yep.
Never mind, I am out of range.
Rip.
Kill it!
We still had one whole mechanic left.
You said it repeats the third one, right?
Yeah, the in-out thing. Also with nothing special.
What
Alright,
the
this-
Christ?
Alright, so
Oh.
the shtick for this room is it's a patrol thing. The moment we pull one thing, everything starts patrolling, and they all have enrages. So we can only really do one at a time. If it has a shield, it takes like 90% reduced damage, so we can't start with that. So we end up starting with the northwest one. And every time one of them dies, all of the remaining ones flip their buff.
Oh.
So-
Oh!
So we
I'm
alternate
assuming-
back and forth. Yeah. So
Assuming plot-wise, I'm assuming?
I mean, they're gonna patrol in a weird pattern. So the summary of the pattern is I'm gonna pull this northwest guy to the northeast corner, because you can see which way they're gonna start moving initially, and you see how that northeast guy is going south. It happens to be everybody goes away from northeast in their patrol pattern for the first little while. So we do that first dad in the northeast corner, then about the time it's dying, one of the stone guys will be close enough for me to pull it, and I'll pull that to northeast as well. And then the next two I take southeast. And depending on how fast we are, it's Savage, the final stone guy, should be approaching us right as the wood guy's dying. Because every time one dies, they also all speed up.
Oh.
So there's that fun thing. The only mechanic in here that's like actually you should need to know about ahead of time, because there's like raid-wide shit, is that the wood golem's second shtick is it will target somebody with tornado that will bind everybody who's near that target when it goes off, and then the boss will target a thin line called ovation at somebody who is bound. The bind is cleansable, and the healer must cleanse it because Ovation's a one-shot even in normal. And
That
the
makes
window to
sense,
cleanse
'cause
it is a
anytime we're
little...
attacking it is, and like if we're attacking it, that means it has the damage up and not the defense up.
Exactly.
Can we
yeah.
fall?
I've never tried, but I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay.
The Ovation is really the only tricky mechanic. The other guy, all it does is it does a bleed raid wide into a stack, and then it does a baited circle, which is like called Isle Drop. That's just don't be in the direction it's facing and be away from him. That stuff's pretty easy. Technically, there's an interrupt on this first guy, but I can do the interrupt, so that's fine. You don't have to worry about that. And I am going to boogie when I pull this guy. So just giving you that warning, because he starts doing a cast lock pretty early on, so I need to pull him like as soon as possible. There's the interrupt.
Oh,
Next
you're
will
right,
be-
the veteran.
Yep. Next will be the tornado. Get away from whoever has it. Oh, and he's just already fucking dead. And so I go that guy. He died way too fucking fast. I'm not used to that, right?
Distance
Yeah, as I probably still
You're
need this,
fine.
Yeah, you're RP range.
There's nothing you need to move for until the next thing happens. He does, but it won't be going off until that wears off.
Oh, okay.
Because he has to do that, then he has to do a stack marker that goes off here.
Oh,
And
Sith
then he does
Technician
Isle
covers
Drop.
both.
And then now, okay, now we get out. And then I pull this guy. Once again, I have to speedy pull him. There we go. Interrupt, and then Tornado's coming next.
So I'm
It's
red.
on me. And you see the Owl Keeper is now just approaching us right there. Boop.
Much easier than the last second set of ads.
That second set of ads was trash.
This is like the easiest ad room in the entire fucking content model.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this so far is.
they do
Ooh.
hit reasonably hard. That's basically their shtick. Be behind me so I can do the thing. There we go. And then Isle Drop. Alright, got him in the corner. And he's dead, so he didn't actually do it. You can just assume that those will happen in Savage.
Yeah. That was
Boss
that was easy. I like that.
Let me see. It was this? Yeah. This is one of those ones where you don't technically need markers, but you can do it for callouts.
This is the
And-
one with the personal rotation, right?
Yep. So the big gimmick here is there'll be like clockwise, counterclockwise rotation thing will come up, but then the source of it, whether it's the boss or you, will also have either a 3 or a 5 debuff. That tells you how many times it's doing it, but you don't really have to think of it as 3 or 5 rotations. You could instead think of it as 5 means it's actually going the way it says it is, and 3 means it's going the other way. So,
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that when we were talking about
Yeah.
Invariant.
So the easy, in my opinion, the easiest way to brain it is to pretend it's true, and if you see a 3, 180. Like that's like the only way I
Yeah.
can really explain is the easiest thing. He'll do it from the boss sometimes, but we'll also get the thing from Orban, the like open circle thing.
Mm-hmm.
When you get that, you have to face it towards these orbs that will be going off on the outside of the room. But the way those work is like there'll be like arrows in the corners, opposite corners. So like there would be one here potentially. And they'll point in a direction and they'll pulse AoEs on the tile and then going in the direction they pointed. And if they hit another arrow, they'll turn. When it hits an orb, that orb goes off. if that orb hits the filled in section, you get fucked. It's survivable, but it's a damage down, and in Savage you have to have a shield to survive it when topped. And one of the there will be orbs on both sides, but one will go off before the other. So you have to like look for the one that's right next to an arrow, and you'll need to have your open segment pointed towards that. And then the things will continue to advance, and then you have to point towards the other one. But the arrow pattern of the first one is always exactly the same, where there's going to be one column or one road that's the middle one that will be safe. So it'll either be the AC or the DB line will be safe. Like the whole way through. And we'll just worry about that first mechanic for now. Because the second one needs a fucking whiteboard.
Thomas, I'm sorry, we're killing your kind.
Oh well.
It was bound to happen eventually.
And hey, look, a raid wide.
Without a
Without a
bleed.
bleed?
Yeah. Okay. This one is a false. So we're at Bravo. Yeah. There's
that's
no
early.
intermediary hits. It's just one hit post rotation. And it doesn't. You don't get to see where it's rotating until the snapshot's already happened. Okay. Now you have to look for the orb. Set closest to alpha. Point your hole at it. This one's also false. We're at Charlie.
I don't think we were at Charlie. Were we?
I mean, I didn't die, so
Yeah, but you're a tank.
I didn't get a damage down either. But
Well. One sec, I have to go pee.
yeah, I do too, actually. So I'll do that. And I'm back. Looks like everybody else is here too. Although I don't know if Turner's actually back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you like walked here and then left, or if you. Okay. Yeah, the first mechanic. I mean, you guys can kind of see why I'm saying like it's harder to prog, but I promise that once you get used to it, it's not that bad. That hits a lot harder in Savage. It's a false. So Charlie, yeah.
I'm going to hate this boss.
Alright, watch for the orb. It is northwest again. Go wait your hole. This is false, so alpha.
What did I get got by?
That's a death wall that came up. When the lines expand, they're creating a new death wall. You might have got touched by that. Basically the sources of damage are the rotating thing from the boss, the orbs going off, and potentially touching the death wall. You basically end up trying to resolve the whole thing while standing in the center tile, so that you don't have to think about the death wall at least.
Also, I thought you said
And
5 was true.
5 is true. As in it rotates the way it says it is. But
Oh
it's
my
not
god,
rot-
that's not a that's oh, okay. It's a timer. I'm looking at the complete wrong thing.
Oh, yeah. So like the orbs, your thing doesn't rotate for the orbs, it rotates for a tether that happens after. Because the very last mechanic is that the boss will do targeted light, and your hole needs to be facing the boss, but the rotate will happen before.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that is cast bar snapshot. So as long as you're faced the correct direction for the cast bar, you should be good.
And the orb changes position. So that's when I got hit by one at like southeast. Is that
There's
right?
always 2 in the opposite corners. But
Oh, so you have to rotate which one you're
right.
have your
So,
hole
like,
towards.
Yeah, so like there'll be like one. Say there might be one at one with an arrow like right next to it, pointing right at it. That one's gonna go off like immediately. But
When
then
it
there'll
hits
be
the arrow. Oh, okay.
when the progressing thingy hits it. Yeah. But if there's one at one, then there's also going to be one on the opposite of the room over here, which will be when the thing finishes progressing, because it has to go all the way across the room, turn, and come back before it hits that tile.
Oh, okay.
So there's 2 different orbs. It's like, I think it's orb, boss AoE, orb, and then point it, and then you need your hole to point towards the boss. But but that last one, your thing rotates based on your personal debuffs, which is annoying because it's one thing that's funny is everybody's guaranteed to have a unique direction. He always gives exactly 1 up, 1 left, 1 right, and 1 down. Why? I don't know.
Okay.
Didn't have to be that way, and you can't see anybody else's, so, except on the debuff line.
I have one of my friends in my T group asking if I can explain. I am not talking to you about this right now.
He's like, I'm thinking about rotating. Okay, this one's true. So, Charlie again. Alright, now he's going to give you the holes. Mine's rear. Southeast. Is that one? This one's true, alpha.
God, I'm bad at that.
What the hell?
I got Thomas.
I'll get Turner.
I have Fiend up for you.
This tank buster's not that bad.
Better
need,
safe
like-
than sorry with no healer.
That's true. I mean, I am a healer. I don't know what you're talking about. This mechanic, there's no hope if I don't explain it ahead of time.
What on God's green earth?
Yep.
Oh. Oh.
There's a lot of pieces to unpack here, and
Oh, I
it's
found a mine.
You actually have to touch those.
Oh.
So everybody gets either 1, 2, or 3 stacks of an orange debuff. That is how many mines you have to set off. Any that are not set off explode and auto kill us at the end of the mechanic. And if you and you can't double hit one because it'll like register somebody as the first one. And so you end up with like a weird pattern on that. But then you have the second thing of there is a stack. There 2 people at random will get stacks, and you don't have time to move after the force march. So you have to organize yourself such that your force march touches exactly the right number of tiles, while also making it so that at the end of the force march, people are already in appropriate stack pairs. This one I will definitely be using markers to explain. So it's
Let's get there let's get there alive first, I think. Like all alive.
all right.
And Rev, because we were the
I'm
only 2
just
people
watching
alive
that.
at land there when there were tethers, I'm assuming that's also a stat that you have to be enthused for?
No, it's just a purely
Oh.
person. The very last step before the planar, before that new mechanic we saw. The very last step of the first mechanic is just a personal thing.
Oh,
Then what
that's
is it?
why,
I'm
okay.
assuming I probably just got lucky.
So what it is it's another one of these show him your whole things, except this time instead
Right.
of showing it to the orb, you show it to the boss, and your rotation you see over your head will happen before it snapshots. Except that can also be true or false based on the debuff you have. So you will have a 3 or a 5. And so if it says
I did not.
clockwise-
I
Yeah.
got so lucky, Ned.
Yeah, I mean, it is survivable. That one is survivable, but a lot of the other shit isn't. But it is like, yeah,
You don't know which direction it's rotating until the countdown starts, right?
right. Until the thing appears over your head, you don't know which. You only know whether you've got true or false.
Okay.
But like I said, the way you could solve it is you could just solve what it says, get yourself angled, and then like
Flip if you
it's
have to.
and then if it's a 3, you just hit back and flip around. Because it's always the two possibilities are always 180 from each other.
Yeah.
And the solution is never the direction it's currently facing or the opposite. So if you're going to 50-50 it, pick a direction that's adjacent to your hole. All right. Let's do this again. Oh yeah, and Thomas, you died to the death wall in the first mechanic as well. It's
makes sense.
yeah, those lines are unfortunately quite strong. So you try to solve the whole mech in the inner tile if you can, is the easy way to do it, in my opinion. This raid white is like so freakishly early. It's great.
Bleed. I didn't know they knew how to do raid bites without bleeds in Endwalker.
This one's a false. So Charlie. And I'm not gonna announce the orb location because it's actually kind of awkward. This one's false, so we're at alpha again.
Oh, I GCD'd! I was correct that I GCD'd!
I did it! I did it!
I did it! I'm not Turner.
I had to stop GCDs to make sure I actually knew the timing, but
Yeah, I'm like 90% sure it's strictly Caspar snapshot.
Probably still not lucky, but hey, I survived.
It is funny because there's usually one person who gets one where they don't have to do anything. They just keep GCDing and hitting the boss. Yeah, I'm just gonna not even try so that I don't confuse people. Gonna like
Oh, that's the
Yeah,
wall.
I'm done.
Yeah. The solution to that is very specific, so it's not something we're going to bully through at all. But until I explain the solution, it's over.
Okay, so aside from it, no, I did GCD after the cast bar, and it got me. It turned me at the
Okay.
last second because I was correct, and then the whole thing flipped.
I don't know
It's
if
like,
I'm going
no.
to trust that your left right was correct.
It was.
but yeah.
I have.
It's
footage of
very.
it.
It is
I
very
lined
very
up,
close to the cast bar at the very least.
I lined up with everyone else's. Like we all had our holes overlapping. It was gonna be a fun boss.
I mean, everybody gets their own personal thing. There isn't an overlap. Yeah, I don't even see yours. Like, I don't know what you're.
Either way, okay. Well, I was correct that yeah, my gap was facing him, and then it turned at the last second when I GCD'd, and I thought I was safe. Anyway, so the grid thing.
The grid thing, yes. This is one of those ones that it's better to have studied ahead of time, but if you don't, then whatever. So I'm gonna put these markers down as like, here's the spots that like do have a mine. Like there's always like a mine pattern, right? It'll be something like this. For the strat, you pretend the open notch is southeast, and just orient yourself that way. That way we can just have one solid orientation on it. And basically, the 1 is going to be like over here in this tile, aiming towards the Charlie. The 3 will be to the east of Bravo and going across the north. So they're just going to take like B1A. They, however, will want to stand like kind of like on the edge of the B, because they need to make sure they're taking tiles before other people get to them.
Like this like basically right here. And
Yeah, like they'd be like on
this
the line touching. Yeah, just a little bit outside of it, but pretty much touching it. And yeah, so they'll go right from left. So like between those two, you already see there's going to be one person who's going to end up like around A, and then the person who was a 1 will end up around B after all the movement's done, right? And so the 2s will be on the 2 and the 3, and they will basically have to do the stack solve. Like whoever the 2s are figuring out who do they need to be with, and where in that do they need to be. Now, if it's both the 2s have the stack or neither of the 2s have the stack, it doesn't matter which one of the 2 spots you're at. It'll resolve the same. But if it's like 1, 2 has a stack and the other doesn't, then you have to like look for which person of between 3 and 1 you can partner with. So, like if you have a stack and the 3 doesn't, then you would have to go over to this spot so that when your force march ends, you'll be where the 3 ended up. And then the other person would go over here to be with where the one. And you'll like lean towards their side if you're this person.
Yeah.
You'll be like in this column.
So okay, so the person who has 3 gets B, 1, and A. The 2s get 2 and 4 and 3 and D, and then the 1 gets C.
Right.
Okay.
And the reason why the 3 has to be closer to the tile than everybody else, where everybody else is like in the middle of the tile, the 3 and 3 is closer, is because it takes them long enough to reach A. They have to be sure they reach A before the person, there's a 2 over here, does. Otherwise, they'll soak the mine, die to it, and the 3 won't soak enough mines. And then everything explodes.
Okay. Okay, so people can tread on where you've tread.
Right. Once a mine's gone off, that is now safe.
Okay.
Yeah. So the 1, in fact, has to do like everybody actually has to do that. The 1 and the 2 on this side will end up going through where the 3 already was over here as well. The 3's basically playing Minesweeper. He's like clearing out the path for everybody else. And then, assuming everybody's done that movement correctly, then the boss, I believe it's raid wide into tank buster in that order after the stacks. So, and the stacks do reasonable damage. So it's like 2 hits of party damage followed by tank damage. This guy busters a lot, actually. It's like making up for lost ground or something. So yeah, the important things, orient
So
to
the
southeast.
3... So,
Okay.
one more thing. The 3 does the back row.
Yeah, the relative north.
So
yeah.
who does the... Yeah, and then who does the So the one does.
Yeah.
Who does the
Everybody
one
who
do
isn't
again?
The 3 is going to
Charlie.
be on one of. Yeah, anybody who isn't the 3 will be on one of these 3
Yeah.
tiles here, and it'll be
Okay.
based on which one has the number of tiles. So like because
Okay, so,
so one goes
B-
this one.
B-
one
Bees and-
here, 2 here, and then 2 here, right?
Yeah.
Going across. Okay.
all
I
going
got it.
north towards where the 3 is clearing things.
Three goes across,
Got
and
it.
then the 1 and the 2s go perpendicular to where 3 did.
Yeah. And this can be rotated anyway. That's why I'm saying like orient so the notch is southeast, so that you know what's going on.
And you said aside from B, we want to start in like the middle of the square,
Yeah. Everybody other than
or at least like
the-
middle, aside from
middle-ish.
stack stuff.
Oh yeah, like it's middle of the north south,
Yeah.
not in the east west. The 2s will want to edge towards their partner, so the 2 here will want to edge towards the 1, and the 2 over here is typically going to want to be a little bit more outside over here, because the 3 is likely to overshoot a little, just because they have to make sure they clear it first.
And so then so the only time the 2s really like kind of have to be mindful of what the other 2 is doing is if one of them has a stack and the other one doesn't, because then the one that
Right.
doesn't have a stack goes to quote unquote meet the other person who's not a 2.
Correct. Yeah. So
Okay.
the 2s are like have the hard job, because if you're a 2, the first step you have to do is figure out is it
Which 2
both-
are you?
Which 2 are you? Like, is it if both have the stack or neither have the stack? Just body signal. It doesn't fucking matter. If it's one and has one and the other has none,
then it matters.
Then you have to look at what the 3 and the 1 have, find the one who has the opposite, and then go to the spot that will meet up with them. So if you're the 2 that's going to meet up with the 1, you go here, behind this where the 3 marker is. And if you're the 2 that's going to meet up with the person who's got the 3, you meet up over here. You go here to meet up with them. And unfortunately, that forced march also has a rotation, and
Yeah.
that rotation also has the true false. So you have to get good at that, because there's no fucking way people are going to call that one for you. That's the one that you can't do anything about. You have to solve it.
Yeah.
The other one, we could shield through and live with the damage down. But that one, this
This
one,
one
if you don't-
matters because if
this
you
one
don't
is a
path
wipe,
right,
yeah.
then
Yeah. It's a 100% wipe if you don't do it just right. Yeah. Oh, and you don't necessarily want to be like wide up against the next tile over.
because
You only wanna-
God knows
cut-
you could like start
You
going
could turn
diagonal.
your path a little bit, and that would be bad, right?
Yeah.
So you just want to be like a little bit away from center towards them, just like here.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Relatively
The stacks
so.
the stacks are reasonably large, but like they're just small enough that you can miss each other. So that's why you just take like a little step towards who you're gonna meet up with. But yeah, let's fail the first mechanic again.
I like that plan.
That second mechanic is
I drew.
one of the more finicky ones in this entire instance. I forgot to use my party mitt before the thing started, so there you go.
You can basically use mid on pull here.
I could literally pre-pull the shield and probably should.
This is
Yeah.
true.
Charlie. This one is false. So bravo.
I got micro.
Okay.
I got the one where I didn't have to turn. Hilarious. Let's give it to the guy who already knows what he's doing.
I don't know why I got hit by the second worm because I was facing the right way.
It's very easy to like GCD turn yourself at a weird time because the snapshot
Well,
is like...
mine was front and I was facing it, so there's like no way I should have.
just focus on this for now.
Yeah.
I need to end up with the 3.
Oh, damn it! I was right the second
Turn
time.
Everybody went directly to the wall. I love it. Exactly opposite saw. And
Here's
whoever the 3 was definitely not in the right spot, I think.
Here's a question about the orb. Is the AoE so big that like, Jesus, mother of God, are you okay?
No.
Like, is the AoE of it maybe so big that like, so I had front, and the orb was coming from, it was like over here, right? The
I
second
don't
one.
remember where it was, but just say it was.
Yeah, let's say
for
it was coming
example.
from right here. Is it maybe so big that if the way you do it is by standing on the quote-unquote far side of the boss, could this still get you hit because it then hits like your right flank?
The issue is most likely that you were slightly weird angled because one of the things that's hard to tell initially is that movement mechanic, it snapshots the thing that's hitting you before any of the animation of that tile. So like, it doesn't visually appear as if it has advanced to that orb when it has already checked if you have done the facing correctly.
What a shithead. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
So
probably
you
it then.
basically, yeah. So just to be safe, you have to like.
But in theory,
continuously
this
have it
is.
facing that way.
But in theory, that like this would be fine. Just have to make sure it's timed right. But okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's very easy to slightly off angle yourself in this when you're trying to keep uptime. It does take a little while to get used to. Thankfully, we have normal to practice, and it's exactly the same in Savage. You could technically also survive the orb thing, but if you make a healer heal more than one of those kind of hits, they're gonna fucking kill you.
Don't worry, Thomas. You're used to
Oh,
it, right?
like I care what Thomas thinks. Our opinion of each other couldn't be any lower than it is.
This one's true. I like how he does a nether flip. Centers again. One's false. Alpha.
Oh, damn it. I got Thomas.
Heck W. That tank buster's extra nice because I'm healing myself during it. Alright, now we get the annoying thing. Both twos have stacks, so it doesn't matter which two goes where.
I did it again. Oh my god.
You also were not on the correct wall in the first place.
Oh.
Yeah, that one in the correct look direction, or B, was south, and everybody who was not a 3 needed to be on the B side.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shortcut. Thomas, the shortcut.
Ah!
How far do you plan on
I
walking?
started doing it too, and I was like, oh, wait a second, we have this.
Oh, and we determined self then just by where the empty one is?
The empty
Yeah.
one is southeast, yeah.
Okay.
So in that case, it was the empty one was between Alpha and Bravo, so south was Bravo,
Okay.
I
Which
was
meant
correct.
which meant the 3 was
Going
like
through D.
northwest. Yeah, it was going through the D line, next to it started kind of next to A, but like one tile over from A.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ugh, this fucking rotation.
Yeah. It's one of the hardest mechanics.
I think I'm honestly just gonna have to fucking write myself an answer sheet of every direction, which way, weighing based on true or false.
Yeah. So some people do actually make a thing like that because you can. It's like you could like red 3 and blue 5 are the same, so you can like memorize it like that. Where like red 3, blue 5 means counterclockwise. This one's true. It's Charlie. This one's red 5, which is clockwise.
Oh, I didn't realize there were colors.
Yeah, they are. What are you, elastic?
I'm just
I
not
didn't
paying
even
attention.
realize either.
Yeah. The blue is the counterclockwise, and the red is the clockwise, assuming it's true. This one's false. Delta. I did that backwards. Shit.
Yes. I got Thomas.
Too busy watching what everybody else is doing. I need to not do that.
Now I'm healing.
Which is funny because there shouldn't be healing there.
I'm sorry, Thomas.
Oh, I'm the 1. Alright. Yeah, so D is south this time. So if you're not 3, you're somewhere along the D line.
No.
Again,
I
everybody
did it
except me at
again.
the wall. It's everybody at the wall. Exactly backwards.
We're at our break time, and we only have 10 minutes left in the instance anyway. Well, I guess if we run the instant timer out, that's closer to break time. I was like, should we just take our break to write up our fucking answer key? But I guess 10 minutes of practicing that first thing isn't the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, because we have to like earn our way back to this boss again. Which we're not 100% on the previous fight either. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll definitely want to write up an answer key for this, and there's also you'll want to study ahead through the rest of this fight for next time.
Yeah. We could throw a mitt on the orb thing too.
This one's true. Bravo.
So blue is always counter, red is always hot.
If it is true. 3. If it has a 3 debuff, it goes the other way.
Okay.
This one is false. It's going counter.
We got Thomas.
I need to just watch myself and leave you all.
Leave everybody else to die. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Planar tactics. I've got a 2. 2s are different. D is south. Need to end up with a 3.
No!
Well, Thomas and I both went the correct direction, so I think Thomas was a little further away from the tile, though. If you're the 3, you have to start basically touching the tile.
Yeah, I was actually. Maybe I was a little bit back.
Based on where your body was, you were pretty far back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know because like I was going to reach the 3rd tile at like the exact time that you did, which we can't split it up too much because otherwise we're not in the stack marker with each other.
Yeah.
So
That time I was just ultra focused on doing the rotation.
yeah, that's fair. Given that the other two, didn't do the rotation, that's fair.
Does it count if you do it, but you do it wrong?
No.
I mean, they tried.
No participation trophies here. If you ask for one, we'll portray you as the soy Wojak and a meme and post it on Reddit.
Oh no, what will I do? This is false.
Yeah. So it's going to counter.
Got him.
Hashtag got him. I don't know how this behaves when you don't have the thing.
We'll find out.
Because you don't have a hole to show him.
I sent Thomas just dies because it says the hole just stops you from taking the damage.
This one's false. Clockwise, bravo. By the way, on the Reaper, I noticed that the you can align your rotation such that you need to do a depth design about when that's resolving, and you just do the AOE one so you don't turn. That's the
Oh my
safety
god,
way to
that
do
is
it.
bad brain.
It's like you do lose a couple hundred potency, but it's better than hitting nothing. Okay, Charlie is south. Alright, view 3. You're in mine, Turner, I think.
Oh wait, I'm free.
No!
You turned!
I fucked up!
By everybody, because this is gonna make that go up, yeah.
I did it right. I just said no stat, buddy.
Yeah, Turner did it wrong. He was the only fail that time.
And I like adjusted to like just late enough that it got me halfway between fixing it.
Classic turn.
We probably have enough for another one.
Yeah, we
At
have
the
at
rate,
least one,
at the rate
possibly
we're
two.
going, we can get like 6.
Yeah. Throw this Divine Veil out. I'm gonna have to remember in Savage I could throw that out like as we're fucking walking forward.
Oh, why am I doing that early?
And tactician.
It's a true clockwise.
Is it bad? I just realized what the 5 and 3 do. Like in practice, like I knew what they were, how to resolve it, but now I know. Oh, 5 is turning him 5 times.
Yep. This one's also true, so it's going counter.
What?
I turned.
I'll get him.
I did it! I did it right!
I don't think this cleaves.
I've stood on you and also it doesn't use the cleave indicator.
Yeah.
They've been good about unifying marks.
I'm at 2 and I need to be with the 3. Delta is south. I keep getting like the same RNG.
Ow!
Well, Turner was in the wrong spot, but also everybody went
I was?
directly into the wall. Yeah,
Where was... Oh, I thought the open spot wasn't between... It wasn't not between C and D?
it was, but because it's between C and D, you need to be
Oh, I
near
needed
the
to
C.
start in front of the C. You're right, you're right, you're right.
Yeah.
We
You
still
started where
have
you're
one more
supposed to end.
chance.
Yeah. Just shred my
Quickly,
ear.
quickly.
Just,
They're full. We have no saying.
Oh, I'm at,
I have
Oh,
3
your
minutes
gear
left in
you're
my
fucking
food.
broke. run upstairs and get my pens to make a nice color-coded chart.
It's going clockwise. This one's going counter. Bravo.
I hit the wrong button.
Still, improvement. Alright, Charlie is south. Opposite end micro.
Oh, I'm. Hey, I saved it. Almost.
Yay, I killed Turner.
Yeah, and us.
Yeah, because you miss if you miss a mine, it's
There's time for one more.
I don't
40
think there
seconds.
is.
I think we can take our break.
I think it's time to take the break. Okay. I'll be right back. I had to go get my pens because I only have black pens at my desk right now.
Oh, my squad's done. I can go yell at them.
For failure?
Possibly. This is a pretty busy day for me.
Real quick, just because I haven't been paying attention, does the forced march always act like it's about to start you like going forward, or can that also start any direction?
I believe it's always forward backward. It's always one of those two. I'm pretty
Always
sure.
forward or backward. Okay.
I haven't even been looking to see if it was backwards. Oh my god, that's probably why I messed up a few times.
Yeah, it could. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure it's only either forward or backward, even though it would totally be solvable if it was left right. So I don't know why left right isn't on the list.
So counterclockwise is blue, right?
It's true.
If it, yeah, so counter 5 or red 3, or sorry, blue 5 or red 3 would be counterclockwise.
Okay, so... There you go.
Or you could say a 05 red 3 is counterclockwise, and then if the number of letters matches the number, then you're going counterclockwise.
That's. Are you insane?
I'm trying to figure you out, man. Because that's what most of your shit sounds like to me.
Okay, so front equals. Okay.
God, you're not making like an 8-way fucking chart, are you?
If I said yes, what would you say?
Can we find a new range?
God damn.
Wait, never mind, Turner. We might need you to tank if Barry can't recover.
Right, we got the if Barry won't be around for ultimate.
Okay, so front clock. So if it starts front and it's clockwise, that equals right. Right?
That means you will be marching to your right, yeah.
And also the open spot will be right.
Right. Oh god, you'd end up with a fucking 16-way solve if you did that with the thing.
I'm gonna fill this chart out. I'll take a picture of it, and you're just gonna laugh. I guess.
Like, it's a good thing these mechanics are slow as fuck, because you're gonna be sitting there like fucking filing your taxes, trying to figure out which way to make this thing go.
So right clockwise is back.
At least planar is only an 8-way solve, not a 16. Since the initial is only front back. But with the whole, it's all 4 directions. Thomas alive?
Where's my green pen? Here it is. I'm almost done.
How the hell did green work into this?
You'll see.
Jesus. Oh, then we got the fruit gummy mechanic after this one. Thankfully, that one doesn't require rotating anything, so...
There we go. The chart's complete.
Oh no.
I'll clean that up later.
Jesus Christ. It would take me longer to refer to the chart than to just fucking do it.
Oh no, do I even want to let... What the hell?
Wait, shit! I did it wrong. I did the entire counterclockwise column wrong. Okay, I have to remake this.
I don't know why you're like what the color coding is on the right left that's in the columns. The only thing that actually has a color on it.
Well, the rotation has colors. Like if it's going clockwise or counterclockwise, and so then I just accidentally did it wrong. On the I had it kept up that, you know, if it's right, or if it's clockwise and the direction is red, counterclockwise is red, so it's actually going red. But I just didn't hold that true for the counterclockwise. I did it backwards for then making the mismatch. But I have a better idea for this. That's where I'll bring in the green.
You know how hard it is to watch an Alola video while taking a shit?
Jesus Christ.
I think I know what I was doing wrong.
Yeah, it's like, please, Big Kobe, what the fuck's happening?
Please what?
Or whatever the fuck the name of that channel was. Something Kobe, right?
Oh, the guy making the video. I thought
Yeah.
I thought it was like somehow a Kobe Bryant joke on Lala, and it was like, huh?
Nothing makes sense.
Nothing makes sense. Don't you see how I solve things?
Oh, they finally finished that stupid module.
Nice.
Now just to do the exam. And on 100% on the practice exam. I need a 72 pass.
No! My bad.
Is that a tab?
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
You can outrange the crab
I mean,
thing.
this
so
is
just,
the new...
yeah.
Oh,
Tail
hell.
screw, yeah. This is the new meta strat, yeah.
This is the new meta strat.
Tornadoes. We're back to just the crab now. He's repeating.
It's a snipper, not
This
a
is
crab.
actually the speed clear.
It would be a speed clear if I was
Speed
fucking
clear meta
expecting it.
found.
It was just more like, surprise, motherfucker, and I'm like, what the hell is this? The fuck is that? That's a weird fucking cat over there. Hydro cannon, get out of the way of that.
Ah!
Get away, it's expulsion.
I'm
Get in.
We got the monk.
God damn it. The funny thing is that guy's usually behind the wall, so it's usually not possible to do that.
That's why we like. How did I even pull him?
I don't know if this team's Savage ready, everybody.
I would hope not. Have you seen our boss 2 pulls so far?
Unfortunately, yes. Oh! I didn't even have time to fucking move him. There goes Micro. Goodbye with the dot tick. Ah, your body teleported.
No, the body got pushed.
No,
Why
I teleported my TPs on cooldown.
You tried to teleport away from it, and then
And I did it.
you did the thing.
I blame Turner.
Oh,
Me?
it just deletes a
I
hundred.
I was
Just
about
release.
to ask,
Turner.
like, huh, what happens?
I'm just going to return to me a minute.
Yeah.
Turner, seeing the diagram you made just blew up my brain.
Yeah, there are no brain cells left after looking at that.
Oh, I gotta see this thing. Hold
Well,
on.
don't again.
It's right there, it's right.
Don't follow it. Entire column is wrong.
He pre-solved it incorrectly, just to keep things fresh.
Oh, I forgot to have food.
I don't think that would have helped
That's
you
why
on the
you
tornado.
died.
That's why I died to the
Also, my
dot.
gear was broken last pull. No one noticed.
Well, I saw
Nope.
you repair. Okay, so I saw you repair, and then you got a lot of health back. I just didn't notice it was for like the whole pull. How do you do this, boss?
I don't know.
I don't know. Make stuff up, then you die. Angry Seas will be the fun part, since we didn't exactly do that mechanic.
Oh, we did.
Kinda did.
3 of us did it.
Binds to 1. One to the west, micro. Too late. Alright.
Wait, am I...
I don't have invuln because of the fucking trash pull!
I got him. This time the res did not get interrupted. Still good.
Wait. Oh, that one was turned.
Stack first.
You gotta read the whole thing. Yeah.
I did. I just thought it was pointing north-south instead of east-west.
Entire team defeated by the concept of rotation. In first.
And not the rotation people usually mean when talking about an MMO.
Yeah.
We could do those.
The fuck is clockwise mean?
Corners.
Holy crap, you got it at the same time. Dude.
Corners is really easy to spot because of that symmetry.
Yeah, it's the only one that's like completely symmetrical.
You see it and you're like, this feels correct.
Yeah.
East, west. Please remember to come back in for heals.
I did come back in for
Not
heals
to
that
name any
time.
name, Turner.
You just did them too early.
It's stack first, stack first.
Stack.
Thomas, you're in the south?
Repeat of first mechanic. Binds to 2.
Whee!
Kill. LBs are very awkward and normal, by the way. There's like... The timings are just... The timings are fine in Savage, just... Normal is fucking weird. Alright. Tornado's next.
Tell me, I'm just behind.
Attack is next. I'll drop. Tornado.
Okay, I'll stay in the corner then.
Yep. He's dead, and this fucker is still nowhere near us. Kill him wherever he is. He'll be in the southeast corner in Savage, but here it's like whatever. And of course, their autos will actually hurt in Savage. Like, a lot. Like, one shot the DPS hurt. I love how early I can use that.
It's 30 seconds. You can pretty much always use it at 5 seconds on every fight.
Yeah. In this case, I could use it at like fucking -18. True. True. Fucking hilarious.
Death wall.
Yep.
Barely.
I got Thomas.
I'll get micro.
The chart helps.
That is so cursed. I don't want to hear about the chart. Just I'm gonna pretend it doesn't exist for the sake of my own mental health. I'm a 1. Charlie South. A little further away from the micro. There you go.
Oh no!
I did it again. Damn it.
Once again, the chart helps.
Yeah. That distance is something you can get away with on the 2 spots we were on, micro. But if you did that distance on the spot that Thomas was on, you would get to the mine before the 3 does and take their mine.
Oh, okay.
So you have to be like half tile away from that line. If it makes you feel better, charging directly at the wall was also the big experience doing this initially. Just like, oh look, everybody's in the wall.
That's one I understand. Just need to get the feel for it more.
False.
Oh.
I like how Turner stood in a spot that could not have possibly been a valid solution. False. Just stay here.
No.
No, damn it.
You guys want the chart?
Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Or way to write that chart.
Oh no.
Alpha is south.
I
Fucking rip.
Are there any other colors that start with F besides fuchsia?
The fuck?
what?
Just answer the question. Are there any colors that start with F besides fuchsia that like immediately come to your head? Or
Forest green.
okay, how about anything that besides red that starts with R? And
Ruby?
Royal blue.
Meanwhile,
I haven't-
my math
haven't-
head's like there's there's only 4 colors.
False. Brew. Stupid death wall.
I turned.
I got Thomas.
I don't even know what I got hit by on that one.
It would have been the direction.
Yeah, the final rotation. But you got hit by an orb and the final rotation.
I know. I was confused about the orb. That was
Yeah,
like
the snapshot is giga early, like before any animation. Alpha is south. I need to get 3.
Thomas?
I'm 3.
No,
No.
I would let it have that different team up. Oh my god.
Yep.
I'm stupid. Oh my god. I would let it the directional
You
debuff.
gotta look at your fruit gummy, your little orange flavored fruit gummy.
I'm pretty sure I did the rotation, and I'm pretty sure I did the 3 correct. So.
I'm so sorry, Thomas.
If it makes you feel better, I have made that mistake before, a couple times.
I was just looking at all my debuffs. Oh, that's a free. That means I have to line up here. Wait, Thomas, what are you doing here?
But it's the Roman numeral 3, which is unrelated entirely.
Only if I had a 5, and that would have been avoided.
Yes, let's throw into the RNG meat grinder. Let's do it. We can't clear Savage until Micro gets a 5 on planer.
At least this time I'll probably understand all the mechanics and
True. False. Hey, I got front. Also false.
Oh, that's late. That's why.
Weird timings. Delta is south.
redemption time.
Twos are interchangeable.
Wait.
No, I was right the first time. I second guessed
Hey.
myself.
I have my redemption.
My favorite part of that mechanic is that the boss becomes active to donkey punch the tank while Force March is happening. Why? I don't know. They just like walk around following you during Force March, punching you in the face. It just looks so funny.
Can I just start calling out my buffs and you solve it for me?
Nope.
Are you sure?
I barely have enough brave power to solve my buffs. You're on your own.
Turner, didn't you made a chart?
Yeah, I
you
made it
got a
wrong.
chart.
And whose fault is that?
Not mine.
Yeah, which happens.
Blame
Yes.
Nietzsche.
Damn it, Barry.
So it's false.
Thanks, chart. Oh. I'm bad.
Even the false one, yeah. At
I
least you were in a
followed you,
spot
and then I'm like, no, this is wrong.
Thomas, you never trust a fellow Canadian.
also false. So it's going clockwise.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that is so nice, Reb. Thanks for telling me about that.
About which thing?
About what?
Hey, doing my AoE there so I don't turn.
Oh, the death design thing, yeah. It is a really dumb way to do it, but it is the safe way. Eventually you can figure out the timing and like just keep uptime, but it takes a bit. Alpha is south. I need to be with 3. Okay. Thomas, you need to be on the other one.
Oh.
No, I can't.
Ah,
Okay.
damn it.
I got to mine late because of that.
It's all good. We had
Yeah.
a wall.
Well, I saw you went there, and I'm like, okay, so.
I'm staying in for
Yeah.
uptime. Don't look at me.
Okay.
Yeah, Riv knows how to do it. So he's being greedy.
Greed, baby.
How many rotation mechanics are in this fight?
Yes.
Actually, we've seen all but one of them, and the one that we haven't seen is just a repeat of the first one. It just puts them all early for some reason.
Probably for people like
God.
Turner.
True. False.
Oh, I'm dead.
Interesting.
I got Thomas.
Me too.
That's
I'm
so
gonna be-
hard.
Doing the
I
monster.
I forgot about this in the orb, and
I'll get micro, I guess. And then lose a confetti or stack, but whatever.
is my life worth that little to you?
You don't want to hear the answer to that. Charlie is south.
True.
One. You need to be on the other one, micro. And yeah, damn it. I need to stop watching other people. It keeps messing me up. if the two twos
Oh,
are
right.
different.
Right,
If the two twos
right.
are different, you have to be on a specific one.
My apologies.
I'm like, see, I told you, Turner, I only have enough power to solve mine, not somebody else's.
I got it right that time.
I wonder what the pull distance is on this guy. Should test it. I didn't have to test it on Reaper. False. True.
I did it, and I did it
Yes.
ACD.
I got Thomas. It's so bad now, huh?
Alright, planar tactics. Charlie is south.
And the funny thing is,
And the
I
two twos
originally
were in
had
the
the
wrong
right spot, and then I second guessed it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
You
There
were
were
in the wrong
twos,
one,
the
Micro.
twos, but yeah, there was that as well.
Wasn't
It was
I the
the-
one with no stat?
Exactly. So you
Yeah.
needed to be with me since I was one and had a stack.
Oh, I didn't. My bad.
Yep.
I thought I saw free with the stat. Sorry.
Nope.
I'm just looking at that one. Okay, so I had a stack and Turner had a stack. Turner was the 1. I was the 2, so I should have been on the other side, yeah.
This is chaos.
It's just a lot of stuff to remember.
Yeah.
This probably will be the single hardest mechanic for you guys in general, because the other ones really they're pretty static in comparison.
What really has me scared is since they love to do trickle down, this is eventually going to be unsavved.
And
And Turner may have to retire.
Which means they're going to make 8 people have to do this.
hey, they might only give it to the DPS or support. They might make it role based.
Or maybe they just don't do a rotation with the Force March and they just have a bigger grid. This one's true.
Yeah. Because it could be like what they did with Tween and whatever that's in New Madrid is. You know,
yeah.
the chessboard.
PRX, yeah. That was
We
actually,
haven't-
that was a good mechanic. I like that mechanic. I like barely remember it now, but I remember it fondly. Brew.
Oh, I got the pattern. I don't even need to stop looking.
No, you didn't.
Sorry?
Or maybe 2 of us did. Because I also got that, so.
Mine was on the right, but it was a 5-turn clockwise.
I think we got like the inverse where like yours turned one direction to go to the front, mine turned the other direction to end up front.
Yeah, probably.
Because I also didn't have to turn. Alpha is south. Holy shit!
This is the clear.
Well, now we have the fruit gummy mechanic.
Yeah, and now that Turner said that, we have to have the 0.1% enrage.
If we ever enrage on any of these bosses, we should all just quit.
Yeah, I actually would quit this tab if we enraged.
I unfortunately don't really have time to explain this, but you need to get hit by enough line AoEs to match the number of debuffs you have, -1.
-1?
Because the orb goes off, triggers 1.
Uh-oh.
This one's always true. Or no,
Hey,
never mind. This is true. It's true this time.
Oh,
Sorry.
shit.
We're actually kind of alive.
Oh,
That's
that
very
was-
good.
I got Turner.
This is a double raid wide, so there's gonna be another one right after this
Oh.
one.
That jelly bean mechanic is easy.
Yeah, in practice it's easy, just didn't have time to explain it.
I also had the one stat.
This one coming up next is also interesting. There's a thing where you have to like stand in the initial safe thing, and then like you make it on safe with the marker on your head.
Microknife stacks.
Okay. The ads are on the east wall. So
Oh, I said I understand what to do.
you Turner, stay in that tile. Stay in that tile.
This one?
And then micro, stay in that one. And then when a thing goes off over your head, everybody step towards the Charlie direction. So it's towards south. South. Oh, Thomas. Okay, and then these will leave a puddle. So go into the corner of your tile. And
Oh.
then there's a stack.
Shit, I covered the whole thing!
Well, Thomas, do you have a raise?
I have a raise.
I don't.
I have a raise as well.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll get Turner, then
I get micro.
I'm just gonna kitchen sink this one. And then start with the...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Fucking barely. Jesus Christ.
It doesn't
Paladin,
do that
baby.
much damage.
Yeah, but 0 healing availability. Like, okay, this is a repeat of the first mechanic, except it does not have the like initial raid thing. So it's just orb first. Orb first.
Oh, okay.
Pulse. Some delta.
No,
I have no raise.
That was,
I don't either.
Yep, that was our last. Then I'll just invuln this one because I used all my cooldowns in the previous thing. And then I forget what he even does next. Oh, it's just raid wide spam now. And then
Oh, that was
And
not
there's
gonna
a
rage.
raid.
Yo, let's do it! Let's go!
So Turner, you're leaving?
yeah, okay. So for the thing that had the like weird ads on the side, the thing that was going on there is like, well, firstly, normally it's the tank and melee together, so we kind of had that backwards. But other than that, the spots are what that was. And then the second part of it is everybody gets a circle AoE that damages them and leaves a puddle. So to use the markers over, yeah, like if Turner and I, or let's say it's me and Micro are in the box over here. Let me just. So there's a box here. Boom, 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 boom. So let's say the ads are blowing up AB first. This is not in the right spot relative to the arena, but whatever. Let's say the ads are blown up AB first, and Micro and I are on C and D, right? Initially, the ads blow up AB, and nothing in particular is and the thing that we have on CD, it doesn't matter where in the tile we are. It's just going to turn that tile into a death wall. So as soon as that goes off, we have to move out of that tile. And then the next thing we do is you go just barely into the next tile over, so like here and here. Because we're going to leave a thing that has a puddle with enough radius to almost reach the other corner, but not quite, of the same tile. So we do go to the 1 and 2, and then after those drop the puddles, then we move up to here for a stack. And then the same motion is repeated as the healer and range do the same exact thing in their 2 tiles. Where you start in the C and D, doesn't matter where, you move to the 1 and 2, then you move over to the spot that is barely still safe.
So we do the same like movement pattern. We're just shifted.
You're
down.
just shifted 2 tiles relative north, I guess, in this case.
Cool.
Whatever, if you want to call it that. The ads are, for whatever reason, relative east, just because the way you can orient them as relative north if you want, but if you orient them as north, then the healer and range are west. But let me put markers down for a real ad pattern. So like, you'll see something like it'll either be the AC both have ads, or 1, 2, and 3 all have ads, and they just hit that whole line. However, one of the lines, which will be the south one, this one, it's always the 3 line, gets covered by a death wall from that the arrows thing that happens in the first mechanic. It like slowly progresses that way. There's also one all the way on this wall going the other direction. So you end up only having those particular tiles. So let's say the ads are hitting like the 1 and 2. The only tiles that will initially be safe will be like those 2 and the ones 2 further north. Because this column is going to be death walled.
And then this row.
This whole row. And then there's going to be an arrow here that will turn this one to face north and make that whole column also a death wall. So there's like those 2 tiles are safe, and then technically there's one here that's safe, but you can't use it. It's because of the stack marker that happens. So that one's worthless. You just ignore that one. So anyway, what'll end up happening is I'll end up moving the boss, like, here. And that's why Micro and I do the pattern to here and here. Because then when we merge in, we're in up melee range the whole time.
Yeah.
And then you two just repeat the same movement, but 2 tiles further up. Oh, and the mechanic before that we bullied through. Because we kind of went through it fast, basically... Okay, let me clear that. You'll always have an arrow on opposite corners, the same way as the very first mechanic, and they'll always be like... They progress exactly like the first mechanic, where they go across the room, turn, then come back. The only difference is, instead of hitting spheres, they're hitting the squares. So like, there'll be a square here, for example, and there'll be 1 sphere and a bunch of squares. When the sphere goes off, you'll lose one of your stacks of your orange thing. That's why you need to get hit by -1s, because the circle's taking away 1 no matter where you are.
Mm-hmm.
And then the orange cubes, when they get hit, they do a plus, like Bomberman. And you need to get hit by however many other debuff stacks you have. There's going to be a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. If you're a 2, congratulations, you got the brain dead job. You literally just stay in the center tile and forget the world exists. If you are a 3, you could stay in this tile if the B tile has an orange. Because if the B tile has an orange, there's always another orange here, and no others will hit you. So you'll get hit by exactly the 2 plus the 1 for your orb, and that takes care of your 3. And there's also one there. Let me get rid of the C. And there's the orb at Charlie. So you kind of orient based on the pattern here. There's one other one. Oh, I think there's one like here or something like that. Anyway, I don't normally use that one, but you can. So the pattern ends up being like, yeah, 2 just stays in the center tile. 1 will start in the center tile, then when the 1 at 4 goes off, they go up by 1. 3 just stays in the tile 1 south in this orientation of center. And 4 is the one that has the boogie job. Because what 4 does is they either start in the same tile as 3, back up to take the one going off at A, and then step forward to take the one that goes off from 3. Or, if you're turbo fast and you have sprint or Reaper Gate or something, you can take the one from B, then the one from 4, then come back and take the one from 3. Or there's the pattern of taking the one at B and 3, and then the one at D. There's like 3 different ways to do it.
Yeah, 4 sounds like it has options, at least.
Yeah, well, it's more that the other 3 are so brain dead, why would you do anything else? If you're ranged, though, the easiest option is to take the B, then back up to take the A, then go forward to take the 3, because that means you're moving 1 pixel, and there's 2 different advancements between those 2 hits. So there's like no timing stretch at all. Melee can also do that if they disengage, but that kind of sucks. So like the melee uptime one the easier melee uptime one is B3D, where you start in the same spot as 3 and you take the same ones as 3, but then as soon as you see your debuff counter go down to 1, you step into center. And don't rely on the animations, just look at your debuff number if you have the 4. Because that tells you the truth of when it actually snapshot. Alright, now that we've gone over that, let's not get there again.
And I saw if you take too many, you just start getting damage downs and heavy damage. If you don't take enough, do you like explode? I imagine.
Yeah, if you don't, it's better to take too many than not enough. Because if you take not enough, everybody dies instantly.
Yeah, that's what I figured, given what the debuff was.
Yeah, it's the same as the mine thing. Like if you didn't touch it up mines, you also blow up. Or if you die while you have it, you blow up.
Yeah.
All right. Go again. Because we've now seen every mechanic, so technically we saw Enrage.
And yet we're still here. Someone was lying.
I mean, clean pull.
You never said that.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, it was just given.
I know, but I like button turner.
How do you do this mechanic?
Yeah, right.
You hit 1, 2, free.
False beat. So delta. Yeah. Oh, I got the booty one.
Booty.
Through. Delta again. That poor tank buster. Delta is south. I have no stack, so I have to go with 3. Okay. Holy shit! I'm just gonna leave him face the same way for now.
Positional. Oh wait, I still have true north.
I mean, it's just easier if I don't move him even for your positionals. He'll jump in a second though, so I guess there's that. Because he'll jump for the fruit gummies. Alright. I usually use the orb as northeast for this. Just to sand each. Oh god, I got 1.
Let's go, brain dead.
One's true. Delta again. It's
Hero.
all Delta.
I really like the D.
Apparently. And then there'll be another raid wide, but hey, I got Divine Veil back. Perfect timing.
Okay, I will Tactician in the future to cover both, because Dismantle only covers one.
Well, there's also this Wombo combo. Okay. This cast gives the ads. They are at Charlie. I'm moving the boss. Okay, make her be on the A, yeah. Yeah, so you two will come, yeah, you two comes this way. Right, in the corner, other corner.
Oh, close corner. Okay, my apologies.
Yep.
For that, do I need to
Okay, yeah.
move?
Tactician's better for that than Dismantle.
You're good. You're good now. Yeah. There's a tank buster, but
It
it's just a
doesn't
tank.
cleave a turn into Turner.
It
Do I
doesn't.
want to take that? Do I want to take that chance?
They added a special mark.
Day
Easy
2,
game.
boss 3, baby.
Easy game.
All right, it's only day 2.
Yeah.
I have to pee real quick.
That's fine because I'm gonna do a slightly different marks. I think I need to like double check my marks in this because there's the. Oh no, these are the ones I stole. Okay, these are good. Yeah.
We don't get a different music for this
Maybe
one?
when it pulls.
It's when it's polls, yeah.
No.
Okay. This boss mechanics are interesting to figure out, but not hard to solve once you know the tricks to them.
Okay.
Okay.
So you probably didn't do variant. So the thing that she does that's really funky in here, she does a move called Trick Reload. She'll attempt to load 8 bullets, but 2 of them will bounce off. One of which, either the 1 or the 8 will always bounce off, and then one of the numbers in the middle. And the one that bounces off is like, oh, it's a false bullet.
Okay.
And then the first thing she'll do is she'll do a stack spread, and she'll shoot the thing. She'll like throw a comet in the air and shoot it. If it's a real bullet, it breaks up and becomes a spread. If it's a fake bullet, like she failed to reload the first one,
It's
it
a
becomes
stack?
a stack. It gets a stack. And the first and eighth shots are both that, and they're always the opposite. The middle one, she does a thing where she shoots in 6 different directions. North is, and you'll see the numbers on the floor, so thankfully it's not too hard to remember, but like 1 is north, 4 is south, so they're just going around clockwise. And whichever one was a false bullet won't be hit. All the other cones will be hit by the second mechanic she does.
And I'm assuming all at the same time?
All at the same time,
Yeah.
And it is a damage down hit. Like, you'll survive it, even in Savage, I think, but, like, you ideally don't.
Okay.
So so it's like raid wide, stack spread, the spinny thing. Then she'll put bombs on the floor, and the bombs are 5 around the edge, evenly spread out, and 1 in the middle. And they always tie to each other in groups of 3. One of the group of 3 one bomb in one of the 2 groups will shine. That group will all explode.
Okay.
And so we need to make, just not be near those bombs. And there will be a stack spread at the same time.
Are we stack spread ranged melee, or you and me?
It's full party or full spread.
Okay.
So it's either a 4-man stack or 4 spread.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. And that's the first mechanic, and really teaches you most, like, that's like half of the shit she does comes down to that. So we'll just do that one first. Then, of course, she starts with a raid wide, so, shock.
Is it a bleed?
Actually, I don't think it is. New music! Raid wide, then she'll do trick reload.
Yeah, there's.
Well, arrow 3 was a bleed.
Four and 8.
4 and 8, yep. So it'll be a spread into 3.
Oh, that's... I didn't realize this card was coming out right away.
Yep. It's literally the very first thing she does after the reload.
Oh,
This
okay.
next, I'll keep going just so you see the bombs, because this will give you a chance to just like see them without having anything to work. Yeah, so you see that one has a glowing bomb, so that whole set's exploding. But
Okay.
that means this middle is actually safe because the bomb doesn't reach to the middle.
Oh, okay.
Since it stacks second, we could literally just stay here.
Okay.
Boop. And then she does another trick reload with like a slightly different set of things. She changes the arena floor. That's stack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's like stack 6. And I always type the number of that one. I'm gonna die here, but well, I don't know. Maybe I can full. Oh, I did that way too early. Middle is safe and it was stacked, so this all rotates. Oh my god. Oh, because of where your bodies were, I see. I don't know if we'll worry about that one yet. Do the...
Yeah, not too bad.
So wait, it's 8 bullets, but it's still shot into 6 pieces. So then, what are the?
The first bullet is for stack spread. The next 6 are for the 6th thing. Then the last one's for the other stack spread.
Gotcha.
That's why when you count the 4th, if the 4th bullet is fake, that's the 3rd cone. That's the safe spot. Which is why I'll say stack spread in my head for the first bullet, then count from 1 after that.
Okay.
So that way I don't have to subtract.
And it's real is like if the first one's real, that's spread, right?
Real is spread, yeah.
Okay.
Spread. Spread 5. Spread 5, yeah. And wow, you're way out there. Okay.
I don't know how big it is. I'm scared.
You guys were literally barely touching each other the last
Oh,
time.
okay.
Like, that's part of why I laughed so hard. You guys were like at the exact perfect distance to kill each other. Okay, and the next one will be a stack. So, and center is safe, so we can just stack in center. All right.
That, or
She's doing it now. Stack. Stack 3. Okay, for this thing, everybody, 3 people will have a dart debuff. You need to be on different colors. So the priority is that tank's always on blue.
DPS on red and flex on
DPS on red and support on
yellow.
yellow. Yeah, and then I did not see the bombs. I'm just gonna have to hope this is correct. Also, the bombs go up before the darts. Oh, right, this is stacked, yeah. Yeah, so that one we did correctly, good. And if
there's
2
any-
darts land on the same color, it's a wipe,
okay.
basically. Because then anybody who's on a color that has a dart instantly dies. These are knockback balloons. You can anti-knockback if you hit it now, for the first one. Second one will be real. 3 is safe. All right, knockback again.
Oh.
Then this
I got
was
Thomas.
spread.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you went to the wall. No. I'll get micro, I guess.
Try to
AoE.
get that away from Turner.
There's about to be a downtime mechanic anyway, but
I got Turner.
I got Turner.
Oh.
Did both of them go through?
Yeah.
Okay.
it doesn't matter. This is
Yeah.
definitely going to kill us. So there's a downtime mechanic here. One of these 2 triangles explodes. So D is... It's by intercard. D is the unsafe intercard. Which means that there will be an enumeration team going to 4. Yeah. I forgot I don't have Reaper Gate, so I can't cross that quickly on that one. Yeah, that mechanic is a fun one, so... did everybody get what the darts thing?
Is it just the same thing as the beginning,
Yeah.
but just with knockback? Like as that
Oh,
happens?
Yeah, the 6 cones thing is the same. That's why I typed the number to chat, is because that 6 cones happens so far after the trick reload that you tend to forget the number.
Ah.
And then the stack spread, once again, it's the opposite of whatever we did during the darts. By the way, it can have 2 DPS have the darts. In that case, we got lucky and it wasn't. In which case, the PS standard is to have the melee adjust and take the color for whichever support doesn't have one.
Okay.
Okay. And if you don't have one, you can just stand anywhere, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
That mechanic at intermission, there's a lot of things going on in there, but the short version is there's going to be 4 staves that spawn and do donut AoEs that they're kind of smaller donuts, so they don't like reach all the way to the wall, which is important. They end up not hitting the inner cardinals, but bombs will blow up one of the inner cardinals very thoroughly. And then during the thing, you'll have a chain mechanic. So, like, and let's say D got blown up, then the chain will have to go to B and 2 because those are the only 2 spots opposite each other. And then there'll be 2 other people who will get an enumeration, who will obviously have to go to 4. The hink is that if you are a chain, you will be tied to a missile, which will be coming either closer from it'll be coming from one side of the room or the other. It's never going to be coming directly from the relative north-south. So you have to make sure you run specifically away from your missile. Otherwise, it'll catch up to you in the safe enter card and blow you up. And if you are an enumeration, you'll get tethered to a hand. That hand, if it reaches you, also kills you, and you have to drag it a little bit away from the enumeration before you go over. More so if you're the one who gets the hand that's closer to that spot. So if you get the hand that's closer to 4, you need to drag it a moderate distance and then sprint your ass back. And then the only other weird thing from there is sometimes one of the bombs will half cover an intercard, but we can worry about that later. And the chains they do that thing where you have to be like on top of each other when they initially form. So after you know which missile you have, stand directly in the center and wait till you see the debuff before you move. I highly recommend Reaper Teleport to teleport out because it's like just a little bit shorter than the distance to the wall, so it's like perfect for like getting out really fast.
Where do the enumerations start? Do they also start in mirror, or do they start at that opposite inner card?
Once you know which one you're at, you just drag it towards the inner card that's dangerous, and then circle back to the other one. You don't have to drag it very long, but you do have to drag it a little bit.
Okay.
Stack. Stack 4. And then that 4 is always south. I can count! That means this will be a spread, and middle is exploding, so I'm going to drag it over this way, and then... Alright. Boss will jump back to mid in a second for quick reload, yeah. Stack. Stack 3. Yeah, remember to check for a blue debuff. Middle is safe. Since it's stack, we don't really have to think.
Both DPS have one, no taint. I'm on blue.
You're on
You're
yellow.
yellow.
You're on yellow.
Oh, I misread. Sorry. I'm on yellow.
And this is a stack, so be close to center. You almost moved out too early there, Turner. The stack hadn't quite gone off yet.
Oh, I thought I. What the hell?
The bombs. So yeah, after this next cast finishes is when you can anti-knockback to get the anti-knockback 1 balloon.
Oh.
And then we want to be at 3. Since it was a stack, the next one is a spread. I'm gonna go towards A.
I'm not towards the middle. I'm
Totally forgot about the.
Right.
And then there's an arrow. This downtime is roughly 30 seconds. But there's only 2 different ways those bombs can tie to each other, so you get used to how they are. Yep.
Queen!
Okay, 2 is the bad intercard, but Enums will have to edge away from Bravo a little. Or edge to the right a little. Okay, center.
I forgot to move out. I'm dumb. I'm. That was my bad. Sorry.
Thomas also was in the wrong spot. So, because 2 was the on-safe, Enum had to go to B, and if you have the hand, you are the Enum.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, I guess one of the 2 people who have the hand will get the Enum. The 2 people who have missiles will always get chain. Yeah. So in that case, it was. In that case, it was 2 was the one that was blowing up. So you like kind of guide your hand a little bit away from Bravo because that's where you're gonna go, and then double back to Bravo after like 2 seconds. Yeah, we got like 13 minutes. I mean,
yeah, I'm debating on if I should look at the poll or not.
probably not, honestly. We're like the most of the way through this fight. We're like halfway, I think. There's only one more major, like, non-trivial mechanic after that downtime, and then one mechanic that's a remix that's not very hard and not a body check. Stack. Stack 4.
So what is the 8th bullet then?
It's the other stack spread that comes later.
Ah, okay.
Beyond 4. So since we already had stack, this next thing will have a spread.
Yeah, we don't have to be super far away.
Going to the wall. Another trick reload. Stack. Stack 1. I love it when it's stack 1. Just stop looking like immediately. Alright. We got the rotating and the darts though this time. Middle is safe. We're getting the easy one.
Micro, you're
I
on
do.
blue.
Yep. That means the next one will be a spread. But first, knockback balloons. Remember, it's
And don't forget there is a facing too.
yeah. Anti-knockback. Go to 1.
We said this is spread. Oh, the wall.
Yep.
Oh no, dude. That Turner after.
Yep.
I got Turner. When I meant to not bat resist both, let's go.
Yeah, if you do that, you can get that timing. It's pretty sketch though, and you only really need to Danny knock back the first one. 4 is on safe.
Oh, I'm stupid.
I walled!
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to warn you, the wall here reaches out and grabs your ass. It's like, not a forgiving wall.
Yeah, that, like, the first one, very full well, that was me walling myself. That second one, it was like, hi there.
Yeah.
That was bullshit.
Yeah. Also, Turner and I saw it on that one, but if it's... So if the triangle that links crosses the other one, it's always the long, thin one that's going to blow up. And in that case, the Enum will always have a sketchy dodge where, like, one of the bombs is going to be, like, mostly covering their safe spot. So you have to, like, watch for which bomb that is. If it's the other one where it's, like, 2 separate triangles, it's always the smaller one that's going to blow up. And it's going to lean towards one of the 2 chain spots.
So, so with the sketchy one, what were we supposed to do?
So in this case, like, let's say it was 2 that was blowing up, then the bomb would have been, like, here at 3. So we would have gone away from it near B, because the donuts leave this, like, really weird, like, not quite triangular, but, like, you can imagine triangle if you, like, punched in with a curve the 2 of the sides.
Yeah.
Like, it leaves a shape like that along the wall. And so we kind of have to nestle into the corner that's opposite where that bomb is.
Okay. That's okay. That's what I was, or at least that's what I think I was doing. And then the wall was like, hi there.
Yeah. So, like, the donuts are placed around based on the cardinals, but their distance is such that they, like, just barely reach the wall, or maybe a tiny bit past it. So you can actually rotate a lot if you're close to the wall, but the wall is kind of grabby, so, you know. You tend to move, like, to a spot that you think is far enough, and then the bomb appears and you end up moving, like, another step over.
Okay.
Because you do have time to react to the orange, but just a little bit. Let's see if we get the skinny patterning and if we'll get the thick one where the chains have to do it. The chains are fast as fuck, by the way. So, you know, have fun with that. Or I guess me have fun with that, since I cheated, used Reaper Dash to do them when I was on Reaper. Spread. Spread 6. Yeah, for the numbers that aren't 1 and 4, I just think of them as being north and south of the flank. Because it's, like, right on that line. Alright, pulling to the wall, but this is stack.
Get closer to the wall, Thomas. It's safe.
Don't do it!
Part of me kind of wants to see it for myself, but also I don't want to.
Bitch, it canceled my fucking GCD when she did that. Zach. 2. Okay.
Oh.
This way. All right, so the
It's that.
yeah, don't be in the middle. Don't be in the middle.
Oh,
You okay? You got away with it. Like you have to move into it at the last second when it's that when the middle is
Oh,
blowing
okay.
up. That's the tricky one. It's specifically if it is stack and middle is exploding. You have to do that,
Oh, okay.
and it could be any one of us that has to. So we all have to know that motion.
Hey, good to know. And glad I was not punished.
Yeah, you got a little lucky on that one, but it's 2. And it is spread. I'm going towards alpha.
I'll go back.
We should go to like a just
Just pick a card, a marker, and go to that marker.
yeah, pick a marker. Yeah, instead of like.
I guess I should probably pick an inner card marker. But...
Damn it!
Yep. That jump really sucks. All right, it's the thin one again, so 4 is gonna blow up. That means that Enums have to be careful. And I'm one of them. Me and Turner again. All right, towards the A side, Turner.
I got micro.
Hey. This tank buster hurts like fuck, so I just invuln it. There's no way we'll have time to explain the last mechanic. So just, watch and suffer. It's got the chains again. It's got chains and Enum again. I'll tell you
Okay,
that.
I was like, okay, I know what this is.
Rotation?
Yeah, but this rotation's easy. Chain moved out really early, so that's good. Yep. How the fuck did Thomas live? I mean, I guess we could chain res.
Not me. I don't have res.
I still have res.
Okay. As soon as this goes off, I will invoke and then get micro. Okay. All right. This next mechanic is just a remix of everything. There's going to be another trick reload, and some people will get force march early and some late, but we've got like a lot of time before it actually resolves. Spread 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spread 5. All right. So short dodge timers, or short force march. Need to force march with this.
And then away from the bomb, I assume?
Oh, I
No.
forgot about this part. This thing. Yeah, you need to do it in the safe direction. The bomb goes off second.
Well, it's just you two.
And it's now in rage sequence.
What is it? Is it AoE spam?
Yeah, 2 AoEs and then enrage. There's the enrage.
Crit.
Crit even harder. Yeah, unfortunately, no. Congratulations, you've seen enrage of this entire instance. And we're also out of time.
Yo, but we got 13 minutes.
I'm exhausted.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Micro's got UCOB tomorrow, and I've got top tomorrow.
I have my
And
tea
you
warm
go.
up tomorrow.
I'm also teaching a P9S group tomorrow.
Oh, fun.
baby.
I'm teaching them out limit type 1. It's going to be a disaster.
I don't know why I went through the shortcut. Just like brain dead. But yeah, you've seen all the mechanics. That the very last one, even in Savage, like you don't actually see any of it resolve unless somebody dies to Darts 2. But usually Darts 2 is a wipe because usually it kills more than one. So like it's a don't give up if one person dies, but if everybody's clean, you won't even see that last mech.
Oh, okay.
So just
Interesting.
one new mech to research before Thursday.
This is like
Which,
the easiest of the third fight
Yeah,
so
this
far.
this is pretty damn easy.
Well, figuring out the tricks, like, dude, it took my team like an hour to figure out that it was based on the sound effect as she's loading her fucking gun. The things that were happening like 5 minutes later.
I suppose that would be obnoxious.
Yeah.
So okay,
Yeah.
so
it was invariant, but it just rush criterion. You probably wouldn't.
Right, we didn't do this one on variant. We got the Lala.
Anyway, I've had into
wait,
bed tonight.
we need to talk about how the possibility of Rex having to be late on Thursday impacts
right.
us. Because if we push Unreal back, then what do we want to do on Thursday?
I mean,
I'm
good
like
with
I'm
whatever.
I'm personally fine with if I'm fine with either still ending at 10:30, I guess, or going 3 hours after Unreal ends. So I guess
Well,
the
2.5,
possibility,
but
yeah, start ending 3 hours after Unreal starts. But I guess that question is up to Micro.
I'm fine with
whoever-
either. Just like, as you all know, my work schedule is hectic, so there might be some days where I have to start really early on a Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, and you said your work is already scheduled you on Tuesday, right?
Yeah, next Tuesday they put me in for the 4 to 10:30.
Fun. So
so-
our
so-
next day after Thursday will then be the following Thursday, since we lose Monday
Yeah.
to maintenance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I
Which-
guess
which I
Although
don't
we're
even have that.
making-
Which I don't even have that week scheduled yet because my work does the schedule Thursday to Wednesday.
ew.
So, I mean, we're already in the final boss. You guys only have one mechanic left to completely learn, which is the darts 2. Like the final mechanic, know the basics, but like it's really not that hard a mechanic because there's no new components.
I think then, unless Thomas, you have your own objections, let's default then to ending 3 hours after Unreal starts, and if we have to end at the 10:30 Central, then we just will.
And that would work for me.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you let us know if we have to end early. Otherwise, we'll just assume the 3 hours.
Yep, I will. It's just some days I'll be starting work at 6:30 Central, and to get there
Yeah.
I'll need to touch like the 5 a.m. bus.
Yeah.
I haven't actually
Okay.
heard from Rex since then either, so I don't know what's going on with that.
He said he stood this week and he would let us know like a week or two because he's having his school schedule finalized.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're losing a couple days, which sucks, but we're also pushing ridiculously fast in the days we have, so we're doing
Yeah.
all right.
Or here,
They-
you know what? Let me check quickly before I go to
It's-
bed to see if
it's
they
not
posted
even,
the
like-
schedule.
It's not even like a gradual thing. It's like complete wall and then complete break. Like there's no progression in a sense.
It was like the beginning of boss 1, the beginning of boss 2, and then everything else was just a pushover. Like,
yeah.
This is a funny little instance. I like it though. I think this is my favorite of the 3.
It's my favorite of the 2.
that's not
Silda's
log.
good, but I like this one more.
I don't know why that log was there and being chosen.